if you just do it, it'll turn out okay. And hey, hi Alma. So I don't talk much about politics on this channel, but I do somewhat. I did elections and 9/11 and other stuff. But anyways, I think I know where I stand on issues. But what does several random internet tests say I stand? Awesome. Yeah. So it's gonna be boring, kind of boring episode today. Well, most stuff's boring, but I'm taking some tests I found online, 5 of them, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5. To see, like I said, to see where some random random computer programs say. All right, so hey Eddie. So let us see what the randomness says. I don't think. Huh. Okay, I think I can see this very well. Yeah, it's too small. It's even smaller. There's a chat. A little bit better. But yeah. All right. Before taking the test, please note that this is this isn't a survey. These aren't questions. They're they're propositions to question the logic of individuals that ones that irritate you to miss the point. Some proportions and moderations of the compass, extreme, moderate. That's how we can show whether you lean towards extremist moderation on the compass. Some thoughts. Wow. The purpose is to trigger reactions in the mind, measuring feelings and prejudice rather than detailed opinions on policy. Ugh. Complicated. All right. Let us see where this test says I stand on issues. All right. If economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations. Yeah, I agree with that, I guess. I always support my country, whether it's right or wrong. I disagree with that. No one chooses the country of their birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it. I agree. Our race has many superior qualities compared to other races. Nope. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. No, they could both be it could be a three-way enemies. A triple threat, as you say in the wrestling terms. Military actions that defy international laws is sometimes justified. There's no middle button here, but God. Say I'd agree more than disagree with that. No idea what that bottom graphic is. Oh, that's me. Duh. I'm stupid. There is now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment. Disagree. Probably turn that camera off so I'm not being seen. Or actually, try to take the thing off. Ah, there. I need to get a new black background for that. But anyways, people are ultimately divided more by class than nationality. Class means money. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that means money. Oh, economy. Yeah, I agree with that strongly. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. I disagree. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulation. Yes, I agree. From each All right. From each according to his ability to each according to his need, it's a fundamentally good idea. God, I wish this explained things better than what it's saying. I disagree. The freer the market, the freer the people. I think that means competition, so I agree. It's sad the reflection on our society is something as basic as drinking water is now a bottled, branded, and consumer product. I agree. Land should not be bought to come out and sold. Oh, today's topic is just random political test. See what random internet says. Random computer program says I stand on issues. Land should not be a commodity that be bought and sold. Uh, I I I think I agree. It is regrettable that many people personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money and contribute nothing to their society. I strongly agree with that one. Oh, that's a good idea. We can, but let's we'll do that in 2 weeks, give or take. Because next week, this Saturday, I'm doing When the Declaration of Independence. Then next Saturday after that, I'm thinking about doing one on the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. Anyway, I think I had done that episode already about a month or two ago. I did an episode on the remakes. I did one on all the remakes together, but I think I did that one already. I gotta double check my. Let me double check real fast. So, all right, let me check real fast before you go. Yeah, about 5 months ago, I did a Resident Evil remake comparison. Yeah, season 11, episode 13. Protectionism is sometimes necessary in trade. I don't know what that means. I said no, better. Let's take tests. I know what the words mean. But I think I agree with that. Okay, close, please. Stupid. No, I don't want to. Ugh. Right. Stupid ad blockers. The only social responsibility of a company is to deliver a profit to the shareholders. I strongly disagree with that. The rich are too highly taxed. Disagree. Those with the ability to pay, should have higher access to higher range of medical care. I disagree with that entirely. Governments should penalize businesses that mislead the public. I agree. A genuine free market requires restrictions on the ability of predator multinationals to create monopolies. I agree. Page 3. Now look at some of your personal social values. Abortion when a woman's life is not threatened should always be illegal. Strongly disagree. All authority should be questioned. Strongly agree. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I agree with that, but it's strong enough. I think it's strong enough. I mean, there's sometimes I really hate them. I really want to, but yeah, I want to, but I never do it. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial basis. Well, I disagree with that. If it educates people, like museums. I don't know, theater. Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory. As long as they learning, I agree with that. I think all people have their rights, but it's better for all people have their rights, but it's better for all of us that different sorts of people be kept to their own kind. I disagree completely with that one. Good parents sometimes have to spank their children. Disagree. It's natural for children to keep some secrets from their parents. Well, I think the middle right there because if a child's being abused and stuff, I think that kid doesn't their parents. I think I agree. Right. All right. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be possessing marijuana for personal use should not be criminal offense. I agree. I think I'll like in Ohio by now. I don't know. The prime function of schooling should be to equip the future generations to find jobs. That's a middle one. I think might disagree with. People with serious inalienable disabilities should not be allowed to reproduce. I strongly disagree with that. Most important thing for children to learn is accept discipline. I strongly disagree. I think the most important thing for children to learn is how to better their future and other people's futures. There are no savage and civilized people. There are only different cultures. I strongly agree. Those who are able to work and refuse the opportunity should not expect. That was a hard one. Able to work and refuse the opportunity. I think I agree with that one. It's not like these people. Yeah, they're able to. Yeah, I think I agree with that one. When you are in trouble, it's better to think about it. To keep busy with more trivial things. Uh, hold on. Come on, phone, work for me. All right. When you're in trouble, it's better not to think about it, but to keep busy with more trivial things. I disagree. First generation immigrants can never be fully integrated with the new country. I agree. What is good for the most successful corporations is always ultimately good for all of us. I disagree strongly. No broadcasting institution, however independent in its content, to receive public funding. I disagree because PBS is public funding, and it's good. All right, next page. Next page. Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counterterrorism. I agree. How do you see the wider society? A citizen advantage of one-party state is that it avoids all arguments that leads progress and delays progress. I disagree. Even though you might disagree with other people, it's still the argument sometimes gets new ideas out there, even though some of their ideas are stupid. But one-party state is even stupider. Although electronic aids makes it official surveillance easier, only wrongdoers need to be worried. I disagree. Death penalty should be an option for the most serious of crimes. I disagree, I think. In a civilized society, one must always have people above to be obeyed, be commanded. I disagree. Abstract art that doesn't represent anything should not be considered art at all. I strongly disagree. And criminal justice's punishment should be more important than rehabilitation. I disagree. And I don't think something you can't be rehabilitated from, like some things. Actually, some things like murder can't be rehabilitated from that. I don't think. I don't think you'll be rehabilitated from murder. It wastes time to try to rehabilitate some criminals. I strongly disagree. The business person and the manufacturer are more important than the writer and the artist. I strongly disagree. I am a writer, so I think I'm important. All right. Mothers may have careers, but their first duty is to be homemakers. Disagree. Multinational companies are unethically exploiting the plant. Multinational companies are unethically exploiting the plant genetic resources of developing countries. I agree. I strongly agree because I really don't know what that means. If it's a planet, maybe, but plant genetic resources. Yeah. Making peace with the establishment is an important aspect of maturity. I disagree. Page 5 and 6. If you have to do that, okay, you find these propositions on religion that are breeze. Yeah. Astrology actually explains many things. Astrology. No, that's the astrology. That's the that's right. Astronomy, astrology. Yeah, you're not being moral about being religious. I disagree, especially now more than ever. Charity is better than Social Security as a means of helping the genuine disadvantaged. I disagree. Well, I think both are important. Some people are naturally unlucky. God. If I persisted, I would agree with that. But I disagree. Disagree. It is important that my child at school instills religious values. I'm not a child, but if I did, I strongly disagree. I have nieces. I can't get that counts. And yeah, I disagree with that wholeheartedly. All right, and finally, look at sex. Sex outside marriage is usually immoral. I disagree. A same-sex couple in a stable, loving relationship should not be excluded from the possibility of a child adoption. I strongly agree. Pornography for depicting consenting adults not should be legal for the adult population. I agree. What goes on in the private bedroom between two consenting adults is no business of the state. I strongly agree. No one can feel naturally homosexual. I strongly disagree. These days, the openness of sex has gone too far. I strongly disagree. All right, let's see where I stand according to the political compass test. Political compass. The starting point of the political compass, original political compass was in 2001, recognized the inaccuracy of the standard political measure, left right. It is certainly fine for discussing economics, but to this day, it is still widely and wrongfully used to describe social attitudes. France's National Front, example, popularly described as far right, is economics policy that sometimes to the left in the French Socialist Party. The party's real extremist system of social attitudes is a social scale. Authoritarian, libertarian, left, right. Economic scale. State implies collectivism, voluntary regional collectivism. Nevertheless, the more nationalistic and authority a party is, the more right-wing they are still labeled. This, of course, is absurd. Taking the logical conclusion, it means that the further left the country sits, the more social liberty its attitudes are based. Don't forget, it must be a shining model of human rights. Take it to its logical conclusion, it means that the further left the country sits, the more social liberal it's on that basis. On that basis, North Korea must be a shining model of humanitarian rights and social freedoms. Yeah. Socially, a country may be very right-wing, libertarian, and economics, and be authoritarian the same value. Singapore is a perfect example. On this chart, Korea, China, Singapore, situate Uruguay. Blah blah blah. Countries, blah blah blah. All right. Your political compass: economic left right, negative 6.88. Social libertarianism, authoritarianism, negative 6.87. So I am way over here. I'm a libertarian left. I don't know what that means, but that's what this random program says I stand. I'll print that later. I'll check that out later. But that's what that one says. All right. Next one is called the 8 values test. Oh. What is 8 values? 8 values is a political quiz that attempts to assign percentages for 8 different political values. It's a statement. And the answer to the questions of your opinion on the statement. I strongly disagree, strongly disagree. With each answer slightly affecting your scores. At the end of the quiz, your answers will be the maximum possible of each value, and this giving you a percentage of your answer honestly. Access and come the most civil society acceptable advice. There are equality, markets, national, globe, liberty, authority, traditions, and progress. Hold on. 1 second. Oh, I did not change the thing. I'm gonna do that. I think I just read now. You can't see because I was not update the screen sharing. So give me a second. Oh, by the way, if you want to take the test yourself, I just took, here is the link in the chat. I also put the link in the description so I'm done with this video. Probably do it now, but I think the rest that I took. All right, test number 2. A values. Click here to start. Will the A values be different than the political spectrum test? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Let's find out. You'll be presented with a series of statements. For each one, just click the button with your opinion on it. Never mind. I got it. Yeah. 70 questions. A presence by corporations is more concerned. A presence by corporations is more of a concern than a presence by governments. Ooh, questions. I'd say they're equal. I don't say they're more. They're definitely not more important. They're important. Yeah, governments, but yeah, corporations. Corporations, they're the people that have what's the word? Keeping people a little bit away and stuff. Yeah, let's make a profit on people's things. Yeah, agree or strong disagree. I disagree. It is necessary for the government to intervene in the economy to protect consumers. I agree. I'm trying to consumers, not. Oof. I don't. Just got question. God, ever meant to intervene? See, it's like this is not the middle one, so I think I agree with that one. The free of the markets, the free of the people. I strongly agree with that one. It's better to maintain a balanced budget and ensure the welfare of all citizens. I disagree with that one. Publicly funded research is more beneficial to the people than leaving it to the market. Oh, by the way, tips I'm currently taking. Here's what I'm currently taking, so you can check it out if you want to. Publicly funding research. I agree, I think. Tariffs on international trade are important to encourage local production. That one I am not sure about. So I'm unsure. From each according to his ability to each according to his needs. I think I disagree with that one before. It would be best if social programs were abolished in favor of private charity. I strongly disagree with that one. Taxes that increase on the rich to provide for the poor. I agree. I don't say I strongly agree with that or not, but I definitely agree. Inheritance is a legitimate form of wealth. Yes, I agree with that one. Basic utilities like roads and electricity should be publicly owned. I agree. Government intervention is a threat to the economy. I strongly disagree. Those who have great ability to pay should receive better health care. Strongly disagree with that one. Quality education is a right of all people. I strongly agree with that one. The means of production should belong to the workers who use them. I strongly disagree. I think I strongly 90 cents to be abolished. I think the United States needs to do better than it's doing right now, but I disagree. Military action by our nation is often necessary to protect it. Well, necessary. I mean, sometimes it is necessary. I say often necessary. It's sometimes necessary. I admit that. So I disagree with that one. It's not often necessary. It's sometimes. So sometimes, yes. Often, no. I support regional unions such as the European Union. I think I agree with that one. It's important to maintain our national sovereignty. I disagree. That one's easy. United world government will be beneficial to mankind. I don't think it is. I just disagree or neutral. I'm not sure with that one. Honestly, it's more important to retain peaceful relationships to further our strength. I agree. Wars do not need to be justified. Wars do not need to be justified to other countries. I strongly disagree. Military spending is a waste of money. I disagree with that one. National aid is a waste of money. Disagree. My nation is great. Yeah, I'd say it's better than a lot of other countries, but not the greatest. I wouldn't strongly agree, but I say great. However, it's okay. I mean, there are definitely some countries that are a lot better, but we're not the worst country of all. So yeah, I agree. Research to be taken on an international scale. That's not agree with that one. Governments to be accountable for the international community. I agree. Even when protesting an authoritarian, even when protesting authoritarian government, violence is not acceptable. Yeah, trying to violence, you possibly avoid it. Sometimes you have to, but yeah, violence to be a last resort. Anything, I think. Personal opinion there, obviously. Marriage values to be spread as much as possible. Share that one. Our nation's values to be spread as much as possible. Disagree with that one. It's very important to maintain law and order. I agree. The generally populace makes poor decisions. Ugh. Mob rule is bad, but I said that one I'm not sure about. It depends on the populace wants. Generally, yeah, I can't disagree that. I can't disagree with that one. Assisted suicide to be legal. I agree. The sacrifice of some civil liberties is necessary to protect us from acts of terrorism. I disagree. I don't disagree. Government surveillance is necessary in the modern world. Disagree. The very existence of the state is a threat to our liberties. Disagree. Regardless of the political opinions, it is important to decide your country. I disagree. All authorities be questioned. I agree. Here, I disagree. It's important that government. It is important that government follows the majority opinion, even if it's wrong. I agree. Yeah, I disagree with that one. I mean, some opinion. Yeah, yeah. If the majority of the people said we should go back to racism and all that stuff, that's just at least my personal opinion. That's wrong. The stronger the leadership, the better. Disagree. Democracy is more of a decision. It's more than the decision-making process. I think I strongly agree with that one. Environmental regulations are essential. Strongly agree with that one. A better world will come from automation, science, and technology. I know the first part, but science technology, yeah, I think a better world will come from that one. Children to be educated in religious or traditional values. Strongly disagree with that one. Traditions are of no value on their own. I, I agree. Religions should play a role in the government. I strongly disagree with that one. Churches should be taxed the same way other churches are taxed. I agree. Climate change is currently one of the greatest threats to our way of life. Do I agree or strongly disagree? I think one of the greatest, yeah. It was the greatest, but yeah. It's important that we work as a united world to get climate change. I agree. Society was better many years ago than it is now. Strongly disagree with that one. It's important that we maintain our traditions of the past. I disagree with that. I disagree. It's important that we think in the long term beyond our lifespans. I strongly disagree with that one. Agree with me? Reason is more important than maintaining our culture. Reason. I think I agree. Drug use should be legalized or decriminalized. I strongly agree. Same-sex marriage should be illegal. Strongly agree. One cultures are superior to the others. Strongly agree. Sex outside marriage is immoral. Strongly disagree. If we accept immigration at all, it's important to our culture. No, because melting pot. That's our culture is. It's here in America. It's supposed to be at least. It's supposed to be. Together, all of it. Abortion is to be prohibited in most or all cases. Disagree. Sorry for that one. Gun ownership should be prohibited for those without. Gun ownership should be prohibited for those without a valid reason. I disagree with that one. Gun ownership isn't the problem. I think it's the way people use them. And then again, ownership should be prohibited for those valid reasons. Valid reasons, But what considers a valid reason? I'm not sure about that one. I support single-payer universal health care. If I want universal health care, single-payer. I don't know that one. Universal health care is definitely a thing, but I don't know what single payer means. That means individuals pay for themselves, or yeah, that one I'd say I don't know because I think that means pay for yourself. I'm assuming. That's why I disagree with that one. Prostitution should be illegal. I disagree. Maintaining family values is essential. I disagree. To chase progress at all costs is dangerous. I disagree. Genetic modifications is a force for good, even on humans. I disagree. We should open our border to immigrations. I agree. Governments should be as concerned about foreigners as they are about their own citizens. I disagree. All people, regardless of factors like cultures or sexuality, should be treated. All people, regardless of factors like culture or sexuality, should be treated equally. I strongly agree with that one. All right. 69% equality, 39% markets, 28% national, economic access social, diplomatic access peaceful. 71% of the globe and of the nations. So, civil access liberties, 73% to 26%. Social anxiety, societal access, very progressive. Cool. I guess I'm 16% traditional. Plus is Matt's social libertarianism. Right. All right, that's test number 2. All right. Now for test number 3, called the 9 axis. Because there's 9 of them now instead of 8 values. So and here's the link to that test if you want to take it. What is 9 axis? It is not a thing you get or 9 chopping down trees. 9 axis is based off 8 values. Well, things that I just took. It's a political quiz that attempts to assign percentages on 9 different political axes. 9 this time instead of 8. It's a time statement, answer opinion, the statement. Strongly disagree. Scores at the end of the quiz, your answer will be compared to the maximum possibility for each value, thus giving you a percentage. Answer honestly. There are 2 versions of the quiz. Full version 24 versus a full version of 24 questions per axis for a total of 260 questions. Wow, that's the whole thing. A short version with 5 questions for a total of 45 questions. I think it's different things. Start. Full version, baby. Let's go. Complete annihilation. Foreigners should never enter the country. Strongly disagree with that one. It's off the bat. Democracy makes it too easy for a majority to further itself at the expense of minorities. It shouldn't. I disagree. Alliances can pose a threat to a nation's sovereignty. I don't disagree. The general population makes poor decisions. I disagree. I think we're getting better decision making. And not always the best. We make decisions, obviously, in the past, but I think that's a good one. I think people should not have protections that can hinder discovery. People should not have protections that can hinder discovering criminal activity. That's agree. People have protections. I mean, if you're obviously doing bad stuff like hurting people like that, I think that's to be. I think everyone should have protections. Everyone wants to speak at least 2 languages. I think I agree. I can't, but I wish we could. I wish most people could do that. Probably talk to people better. People should hold more accountability to their loyalty to their local state and the country. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what's supposed to. Yeah, no. Nations fighting among each other gets in the way of progress. Yeah, I think yeah, I think I think that gets you in the way of progress. Other things do maybe, but yeah, not that. I don't think. Technology is negatively affecting modern society. Let's, let's agree with that one. A nation must obey its leadership without questions. Strong as you get that one. Well, sounds like the same questions. Democracy is more. Democracy is more than decision-making progress. The government must be by the people for the people. I agree. Each person should have one vote, each equal to every other. I agree. The government has no business looking in most people's personal life. I strongly agree with that one. Environmental regulations are necessary. I don't agree with that one. The government should have access to emails of suspected terrorists. Suspected terrorists. Disagree. People have already suffered for technology to develop to use that technology. Ugh. I think I should read more. Uh, it's a for that one. Any deals for other countries want any deals other countries want must be bad for us. I strongly disagree. Victimless crimes such as drug use should not be crimes at all. I strongly agree with that one. Having independent Having independent nations with risk of global conflict creates large threats to humanity as a whole. I disagree with that one. Immigrants can never really adapt their way of life. I disagree. Genetic modifications should be used rarely, if ever. I disagree with that. The benefits of open borders outweigh the cost. That one I say I'm not sure about. I don't know. Military spending is a waste of money. I disagree. Abortion should be illegal. Abortion should be legal in all cases. I don't agree. Oppression by corporations is more of a concern. Disagree. There must be a separation between church and state. Strongly agree with that one. Illegal immigrants do not provide a benefit to the hosting country. I'm not saying it. Disagree with that one. Catering to popular opinion is detrimental to a nation. Catering. Catering. I guess it matters what the opinion is. What the popular opinion is. I'm sure with that one. I live in Ohio power. Disagree. Subdivisions should not be able to exempt. Subdivisions should not be able to exempt from national laws. I'd say I'm sure about that one because I don't know what that means. So. The government should not break up monopolies. I disagree with that one. Marijuana must be legalized. Strongly agree. Peace is preferable to war whenever possible. I think I'm strongly agree with that one. My nation is closer to my views than most of them. My nation is closer to my views than most nations in the world. I think I agree with that. I think I agree. Yeah, I think I agree with that. Societies cannot function without leaders and followers. Yeah, I think I agree with that one. Police should be regulated more. Strongly agree with that one. I agree with that one. Strongly agree. Laws vary from area to area, culture to culture within a country. Now, all drugs should be legalized. I agree. I list something after death. I used to agree with that one, but I'm not sure right now. I am unsure right now with that. The more people ask, the better chance there is of reaching the best decision. I think I agree with that one. The thing is to be a random. I've listened to people, but yeah. Human caused climate change is currently one of the greatest threats to our way of life. I don't say it's greatest, but I do agree with the thing. National government needs more power. I agree with that one, but I'll say it needs more power, but this then needs less power. So yeah. Sex outside marriage is immoral. I don't disagree with that one. Okay, that one. Capitalism is better than any accepting alternative. I think I agree with that one. Government surveillance is necessary in a modern role. I don't agree with that one. Automation is overall extremely good for society. I disagree with that one. If we accept migrants at all, it's important they change our culture. I disagree with that one. Here it should be banned. I disagree with that one. Popular opinion is not always right. Yeah, I strongly agree with that one. Our culture will be better with other cultures mixed in more. I strongly agree with that one. More of a melting pot, it says what our country is. The government must maintain a strong military to defend itself. I think I agree with that one. Direct democracy is the best form of government. Mob rule, yeah. I think I disagree. I think that's mob. I think I disagree with that one. I think direct democracy means that people do whatever they want. Maybe mob rule. So I guess I disagree with that one. We are first and foremost citizens of the earth. Countries fall apart with consistent war. I think I agree with that. I think I agree with that one. Elections are a waste of resources. I don't disagree. Lasting peace leads to prosperity. I don't agree with that one. A group of states without a strong national government is merely an alliance, not a nation. I think I agree with that one. The national government protects minorities better than some local governments do. Yeah, that one. I agree with that one. Nobody but me can. Nobody but me can. Nobody but me can adequately represent my views. Yeah, I agree with that one. I'd probably leave my country. Proud. Ugh. So stuff I've done lately is the thing, but I think proud is a strong word, but yeah, people should be given freedom whenever it causes a low security risk. Whenever it causes low security risk. I agree. Representatives rarely represent the nation well. I'm sure with that one. United Nations have military forces resolutions. I think I agree with that one. It's important that we further my group's goal above all the others. So let's agree with that one. We must go back to basic way of life without modern conveniences. Disagree. Local governments give each region good representation of their views. Yeah, I think it should, but I think what does, however, I think it. Yeah. What it does and what it should are two different things. So I believe I disagree. Government on industry is usually a bad idea. Disagree. The freer the market, the freer the people. Agree? Illegal immigration illegal immigrants should be deported in most of all cases. Equality of outcome is important. I think I agree with that. I think I agree with that one. Equality, yeah. Tradition hinders the progress of technology. Hinders the progress? I mean, tradition might hinder the progress of progress. I know if it hinders the progress of technology. So, yeah, that's right. Yeah, let me check. Yeah. The poor chose to be poor. I disagree. They lost that president over national laws. I disagree. It's better to maintain the balanced budget and to for the citizens. Yeah, I'm going to agree with that one. The government should maintain on all citizens. Let's agree with that one. The government should be as concerned about the foreign citizens there with their borders. I disagree. Diplomacy only hurts nations. Well, I disagree with that one. Technology is not always beneficial. Not always beneficial. The one. I think I disagree with that one. Absolute freedom makes a society dangerous. I disagree. I disagree. Religious values to be spread as much as possible. I disagree with that one. State local laws to have progress over national laws. I disagree. Local governments to have more power than they currently do. I disagree with that one. Society was better many years ago than it is now. As long as you get that one. Traditions are no value on their own. I don't agree with that one. The police need more power and protection. Disagree. It's more important to retain people is to further our strength. I agree. There's no higher power. I strongly agree. We should put effort in getting people from Russia. I think it'd be cool. People should vote issue by issue themselves. I think I agree with that one. Culture superior. I agree. Those who disagree with the government should be removed from the country. I disagree with that one. Compensated award that benefits the country. I disagree with that one. Basic things need to basic things needed to live, such as health. Basic things needed to live, such as healthcare, are rights. I don't agree with that one. Some freedoms must be given up to keep people safe. I don't agree with that one. Anybody who wants to enter the country should be able to. Anybody? I disagree with that one. I mean, I think they say have the opportunity in the country. I don't think anybody should be able to. And this just needs more power. So I'm not sure about. Immigrants are a net positive. Yeah, I agree. More disagree with that one. All societies are a blend of culture. All societies are a blend of cultures. Yeah, I agree with that one. They're not definitely not. I don't think they are. Let's say. I agree with that one. I think a country cannot function without national government. I agree with that one. Local governments address issues that national government would never touch without them. I think I agree with that one. If they should more. If AI is more fascinating than humans, then AI should rule. I just read that one. Yeah, no, I don't want to be a Terminator technology. Laws should be. Laws should be. I agree. That means about any capitalism will collapse. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure about. Religious clothing should be banned from the public. I think I disagree. Clothing, yeah. I can disagree with that one because some of their ideas should be, I don't say banned, but clothing and itself. And yeah, I'll disagree with that one. People should have to work to get for people should have to work for anything they get. Strong states weaken a nation. States like the before Civil War states. So yeah. So yeah. We've passed the halfway mark at least. I'll try that one. Democracy is the worst form of government, except for all the others we've tried. I don't think the worst form of government at all. I enjoy some foreign cultures. I strongly agree. Religious organizations often provide better assistance to the poor than the government does. Oof. Mm. I think they both need, yeah, better assistance. I think I disagree. I support gay marriage. Strongly agree. I do not know. There should not be international laws. I disagree. General immigration are bad for the country. I disagree. Faith is complete nonsense. A few years ago it might be different, but I think I agree. I agree. Yeah, I think it's important. It's important to maintain our national sovereignty. Sovereignty. I think I agree. War usually leads to the worst outcomes. Usually leads. I disagree with that one. I mean, sometimes it does, but communism, if implemented correctly, would be a good form of economics. I'm unsure with that one. Is he more accepting? Is to be more accepting to other cultures? I strongly agree. There should be no police force. I disagree with that one. Children should be educated in religious values. I want to agree with that one. It's a good idea to test a policy in one state rather than implement it nationwide right away. Getting a fake state? Yeah, that one I'm not sure. People should think of themselves as a citizen of their nations rather than their state. A nation usually needs military in order to survive. Yeah. Wars are justified. I disagree. People born to wealthy families have unfair success even when they aren't skilled and don't work hard. Yeah, I'm sure of that one. Elections are an effective way of showing the government approval. I agree with that one. I agree. Only national language should be spoken in our country. That's great. Traditional medicines are often more effective than modern medicines. I disagree. Religion is a benefit for all for society. Religion is beneficial for society. I disagree. In order for in order for humanity to survive, we must get past having separate nations. I disagree. United world government will be beneficial to mankind. A country must be sure to take all measures to enforce its laws. All measures? No, not definitely all measures. Only those who serve the military be allowed to have influence on those on who is power. The government should not regulate the economy at all. I disagree. Border protection is important. Yeah, I think protection. Yeah, I think I agree with that one. Traditions are important. I disagree. Nations should not maintain artillery. Disagree. Maintaining family values is essential. So I'm going to disagree with that one. Laws should not be based on religion. I strongly agree. To chase progress at all costs is dangerous. Progress. National cultures are important to protect. National cultures. Culture, really. I think I agree. Answer that one. A better world will come from automation. I think I agree. Countries that violate human rights should be toppled. Toppled, but they should be. God. That we're getting in the Iraq war and Afghanistan thing. Yeah. I think they should be stopped, like toppled, because we know what happened to that before we tried to do that. But sometimes it makes it worse. I think we should try to get. Yeah, I think we should more. Let's agree with that one. I think I agree with that one. It should be toppled. It should be, maybe kicked and screaming and dragged and screaming into the 21st century. But toppling them never works at all. People should have the power to choose their leaders. Strongly agree. Resistance to be moved from everything in our government. Oh, I agree. Only extremely talented immigrants. I disagree. Religions should be banned. I agree with that one. Public opinion swings too much with emotional events to be useful for policymaking. I have to agree with that one, I think. Only those who serve the military gain power in the government. I agree. Local governments can't understand their citizens better than the national government. I think I agree with that one. Sometimes, yeah, I think they can. People should have equal opportunity to succeed. I strongly agree. Life is important for protecting nations. I agree. It's very important to maintain law and order. I agree. Subdivisions of nations have their own military. I don't disagree. The wealthy have far more than they need. I agree with that one. Immigrants be expected to learn the language of their country. To be expected, yeah. I think they should know it. I'll say on the be expected to learn it. I think force people to learn it. It's an expected word, so I agree with that one. We should respect those who serve our military. I think I agree. Hold on. And gotta. Uh, the I think we should respect those. Important to maintain our traditions of our past. Long as agree. Nobody in other countries have a best interest in minds. As agree. Nations cooperate whenever it benefits them both. I agree. A nation's culture is important to protect. I guess it depends on the culture, really. So I'm unsure with that one. A national government must be strong to protect all citizens. I agree with that one, I think. Religion recently provide the truth. I disagree with that one. My nation should stay out of national affairs. I disagree. American government not acceptable. I agree. Military opinion always be considered. Military options always be considered. Yeah, I think it should be considered. Always. Ugh. Military options should always be considered. Always be considered. I think it should be considered. I don't know if it should be acted upon, but yeah. Wars needed to make an economy thrive. I agree with that one. Every religion must be worked on. Like, well, yeah, there's no one religion to be above all the other religions. Really, that's equally, yeah. You got nothing to hide, didn't you? Care about stronger than that one. Communications. Whistleblowers should be strongly protected. I sure. Faith best. I disagree. National government can't understand what the people need. I disagree. You have no right to military intervene in other countries, other nations. I agree. National trade is generally beneficial. I agree. There are many issues that it does not make sense. I don't disagree with that one. In modern era, militaries aren't really necessary. I disagree. Excessive government intervention is a threat to the economy. I disagree. There's no need for local or state governments. I disagree. Sacrifice. I disagree. Governments. I strongly agree. Those who do not work should die. I strongly disagree. Some it's like easier now. The government should, the government should support and the government should support and only recognize one religion. I don't disagree. Government should be accountable to the international community. I agree. No authority should be left unquestioned. I strongly agree. Testing progress on animals is ethical. 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 That's the word there. Ethical. Humans are animals too, so the word is ethical. So that one, I disagree. Democracy is a good form of government. I strongly disagree with that one. People should have the right to leave their wealth to their descendants. I agree. National aid is a waste of money. I strongly disagree. If we're not allowed any refugees, I strongly disagree. People must be allowed to follow religion. See, must be allowed to. I think they want to. Yeah, they're allowed to. I think that's the word here. Allowed to. Say they must be forced to, and that does agree. But allowed, I agree. Yep. I agree. The elder society know the best path for it. I disagree with that one. Yeah, I agree. That's the question before. Let's compare your. Yeah. There's no need for national government. I disagree. Religion must decline for. I strongly agree with that one. The leaders must be strong or nations will suffer. To actions, right? Nation is often necessary. I think often, yeah, disagree. Disagree. The racism of the state is a threat to our liberty. I disagree. Almost done. Oh. Diplomatic options. I strongly agree. All humans share a common identity. I agree. Religion is not non-government. I strongly agree. Most bad things happen in the world are caused by us turning away from religion. Yeah, I strongly disagree with that one. Countries that do not serve our interests should be toppled. I disagree. We should take in more refugees. I agree. States cannot function without a strong national government. I agree. People's freedom should have no limits. I strongly agree. All right. All right, this one. I am 60% I am more unitary than federal. That means I'm more I am more democracy than authoritarianism. I am more globalist than isolationist. I am more pacifist than militarism. I have freedom more than security. Equality is more than markets. I'm 60% religious, 8% secular. I'm 70% progressive according to this, and 75% multiculturalist. social libertarians again. I think it messes my last thing. All right. That one was fun. Hopefully the next ones aren't as the word long. All right. Yeah, come on. So, hold on. This test. I double checked real fast. Excuse me. I checked the test. Oh, I checked this real fast. So 1 second. Yeah. All right. All right. Next one's called Political Typology Quiz. So check that fast. Share the screen. What do you think? What do you think? Are you a faith and flag conservative, progressive left, or somewhere in between? I got the quiz. Oh, 16 questions. Phew. That's oh god. You got a program providing fewer services, a program providing more services. When you say you're for big government providing more services, do you think it would be better too? Yeah, great expand. Which of the following statements must come close? What's the following statements comes close to your view? America's openness from people over the world is essential to who are as a nation. America is too open for people. Yeah, I think we should. Yeah, I think we should be more open. Openness is good. In general, would you say experts who study subjects for, in general, would you say experts who study a subject for many years are usually better with policy decisions? Yeah, I think they're neither better or worse than policy decisions. Think about increased trade of goods and services between the U.S. and other nations in recent decades. So the U.S. has gained more than it has lost because increased trade has helped lower prices and increase. I think it's gained more than it's lost. I think. I'm totally wrong with that one, but I'm gonna say I think it gained more. How much more, if anything, needs to be done to ensure equal rights for all American citizens, regardless of their age? A lot. A lot. What's comes closer to your view about what needs to be done to ensure that equal rights for all Americans, regardless of their religious, ethnic backgrounds, or either? That's right. Most U.S. laws that major institutions need to be completely rebuilt because they are fundamentally biased against some racial ethnic groups. While there are many inequalities, U.S. laws institutions, national changes must be made by working inside the current system. I think they're biased. Yeah. Yeah, there's profit. Exclusive use, business companies make too much profit. All right, there's not halfway yet. How much, if at all, would it bother you to regularly hear people speak a language other than English in public places in your community? Not that much. If I can understand, if I can understand them, if I could speak them too, but I don't care if people. I don't care if people speak. Really. 100. 0 means you feel as cold, negative as possible, and 100 means you feel warm and positive as possible. How do you feel towards? Yeah. Say 60, 40, 30. Which of these statements best describe your opinion of the United States? Pat the halfway mark now. U.S. stands above all the countries in the world. U.S. is one of the greatest countries in the world, along with some other nations. The other countries are very in the U.S. That's no one, I think. Not the greatest, but I think that's countries are better, maybe. Yeah, that one, I think. How's it? What's the problem, if any, you say each of the following after today? People being too easily affected by things other people say. That isn't my problem. Major problem. It comes the close. It comes when with some closer to your candidates for political office. If neither, I feel like I think most of my views, yeah. In general, how much do white people benefit from advances society that other people don't have? A fair amount. A great deal. So I think they definitely more advantages. Like great, almost a great deal. Definitely a few, maybe a great deal. I definitely more than not enough. So yeah. Do you think you think great society acceptance of people who are transgender? Yeah, more acceptance be good. Overall, you say people who I think too much time in prison. I think some of the crimes don't fit the punishments. This is the following statements from close to your view. Religion should be kept separate from government. Yep, that's definitely there. In the future, do you think U.S. policies try to keep U.S. policies should try and keep it so America's only superpower? Except if actually scheme this military power for the United States. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we should be the only. Uh, yeah. If it is established liberals. I am way over here. Wow, I am more left than I thought I was. Yep. Nation. That equal rights, yeah. Yeah. I. All right, so yeah, two more questions to go. Two more questions to go, and then I am done. Next one's called I Side With. All right. What is I Side With? How do you at least align with the opposing candidates? I do not know. All right, let me check so fast. What? Let's use this time to get some drinks if we want to. Figure out some. Coming out. I'll take this test. Here's a general question here. All right. Yeah, I think okay. I think I got the right one. Hopefully. Here's the link to that. Oh, wow. Oh, a little fast. Here's the link I just made. That I just took. I said the link before. I didn't. My bad. Here's that link. No, not. Wrong link. Ignore that link. That's the wrong one. Here's the same link. I do not know. Wow. Yeah, definitely fix these. Definitely need to fix this later. So yeah. I'll fix that. Is it wrong? I'll fix it. I'll fix it in the description later on. But let's go on to the quiz. So the government increase environmental regulations to prevent climate change. Yes. So the U.S. require no. No. Wildlife refuges? No. Simple products? No. Oh. Oh, more things. Important. Most important. Somewhat. Yes. Somewhat. Should researchers be allowed to use animal testing the safety of drug vaccines and medical resources and cosmetics? No. No. Offshore drilling? No. I don't think they should. No. This one is more yes. Yeah, I don't know. Healthcare now. Probably more on how long those get, but yeah. The federal government increase funding of healthcare for low income individuals. Yes. Yes. Expect it? Yes, I do. So the government require employees of large businesses to be vaccinated from COVID. I think they should require. Yeah. Sometimes issues. So the technology of a financial system protocol that's not owned or controlled by the incorporation of the internet. Huh. Yeah. There's the question. I probably don't. So the technology. Yeah. Yes. So text. Yes. Somewhat important. So the government rates minimum wage. Yes. Very important. Planned Parenthood. What is Planned Parenthood? I'm sure I'm thinking the right space was asked. Yes, that's it. Pro-choice. Yes. So the U.S. bill, no. Yeah, not really important. So illegal immigrants have access to illegal immigrants. This is a tough question. Oh, wow. It's God. This is a tough. God. I get back to these questions later, and well, I think it's yes. I guess less. The chances are leadership. Not really. I guess. Science local police departments be side police. This one is really confusing. Oh yeah, for fast, it's a train taking. So I yes. No. Nope. Yeah. See. So it'd be more restricted than pushes for a gun. Yeah, I think it's a background that we can't get. I mean, it won't stop everybody, because people can still steal guns, but if they learn how to use them and make sure they're not crazy. No. Oh, they're fake guns. Uh, uh, yeah, I think no. Circumstances. This one is the most. I don't know. Yes, every for college education. Yes, yes, yes. Some individuals that refuse available shelters or housing below the. Uh, Science issues. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Label them. No. No. I don't understand. Yeah. Formations. No. No. They tell us to be abolished. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yes, that's right. No. No. I think it decreased. That's system's really complicated. Where's that? Right. Let's have the torture. What's the military tribunal? I don't know. Human rights, yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah. This political party you most identify with. I don't know what these are. Rest is Democrat. I guess progressive. Yeah, I don't know these. Yeah. Make the questions and answers easier to understand. Right. Whew. That one could be better, a little bit better. Here's some sequence. Okay. Well, thanks. I apparently I can't see my results. All right. Apparently I'm green. 1% green, 2% Democrat, working families, human, veterans, which I isn't confused. All right. So yeah, that's my choice. Yeah, this one's probably the. Yeah, this one is kind of was the hardest to figure out personally, I think. But all right, that one done. Most complicated. I think I can probably do better on that question, really, because. But finally, the last one, the 10 groups one. That one will be in the link right here. Last test. So yes, let's figure this out and end this torture. What are 10 groups? What are 10 groups? 10 groups. The political compass test that examines one's political beliefs and various coordinates chart. Values are the values. What are you values again? 10 this time instead of 9 or 8, 4, 10. You read all this stuff yourself. But all right, let's do this. You 10 groups. You present with a series of statements. For each one, click the button opinion. Some is less accurate. Shuffled. Unshuffled. Unshuffled. 153. Oh god. This one has more choices. 153 questions. Oh, God. In the current system, it is necessary for the government to intervene in the economy to protect consumers. Agree. Human rights. I think I agree with that one. Private organizations and corporations cannot be trusted and regulated by the government. I partially agree. I disagree. A free economy is the best tool for fighting wages and the price of labor. I disagree. For that, at least. The market regulates itself, and just monopolies outside a free market. Yeah, a free market now, I think monopolies survive it all the time. Regulated economy is more unfair for the people who compared to lazy fair. Regulated economy is more unfair for the people. I do not know. Yeah, no. I don't hear that one. Communism is idolatry that will never work in practice. I disagree. Freedom of business is the best practical way a society can prosper. I agree. Governmental governmental social programs should be replaced with private charities organizations. I disagree. If wages is all, the minimum wage should be lowered or no. The market should be able to provide it. No, I disagree. Attacking citizens using involuntary methods can be considered active theft or aggression. I personally agree. Those systems to be privatized or yeah, no. Capitalism is the most unsure. I agree with that one. How do you work to more progress up the social ladder? It's true. Okay. Yeah. Presence by corporations is a huge concern. Strongly agree. The means of production should belong to the workers. Yeah. Roads and transportation to be publicly owned. I agree. Uh, I agree. Autocracy is more beneficial than a system. I disagree. A beneficial, a beneficial democracy. Uh, yeah, I think people should. I think smart people should know what they're doing in power. That any idiot can. Right now, any idiot can be a politician, really. But as electoral laws exist at all, electoral votes need to be adjusted to different state religions get representation. I agree. Democracy increases the risk of unstable reasons. I disagree. Only allowing scientific experts to run for an election is preferable. Liberal democracy is the least worst. Violence is not acceptable in present government. I agree. Crisis and liberties. Nope, disagree. Not that survives. Tries in order to obtain. Disagree. Disagree. Agree. Unsure of that one. I know. Yeah, some of these questions are the same. One of these tests can be put together because some of these tests are just repeats of other questions. Honestly, in my opinion at least. Any action does not impose aggression on any person should be not be considered a criminal offense. That's great. Any drugs should be legal as long as others people don't have to take the consequences. I agree. I agree. I agree. Government says I strongly agree. Police have not made to protect the people, but uphold the status quo by force. Disagree strongly. Victimless crimes should not be considered crimes. It's still a crime. I see. I do not know. I disagree. Countries with authoritarian governments should be denounced. I agree. I personally agree. Cultures should learn from each other to make progress easier, quicker, and easier. I agree. Violent actions should be made to countries that violate basic human rights. Ugh. Ugh. This is great. Different countries and cultures have different preferences. Different countries and cultures have different preferences for the type of government. I agree. I think they should. Yes, I partially agree. I strongly agree. Such for instance, although sport isn't alive. Just, I disagree. I agree. I disagree. certain group has a strong group identity and opinion held. I do not know. It tends to govern itself with minimal or no foreign affairs. I agree. It is great. I partially agree. Little nation. I do not know. A nation that is generally beneficial should hold a special amount of power. Yeah. I partially agree. Important that you put the side arguments. I agree. I partially disagree. I partially agree. I disagree. I don't disagree. I consider abortion as a form of murder. I disagree. Traditional medicines are often. I disagree. A person cannot be more violently lethal. These are a lot easier. I agree. I agree. I strongly agree. I strongly agree. I strongly agree. I strongly agree. Rapid changes often lead to worsening of people's lives. Rapid changes in what? That question right there needs a little more clarification. So I'm not sure that one. Reform should happen gradually and slowly. I disagree. Reform should happen without violence. I agree. Sometimes moral requests are listened by disagree. Political leaders should change the system as little as possible in their terms. I disagree. Halfway point. I think, yeah. A halfway point term is more important than thinking in the short term. I agree. The political system of my nation is flawed. I partially agree. So we should avoid delaying political reform and change. I strongly agree. If the cause is justified in my political ideology and peace reforms does not work, revolution and aggressive measures should be considered. I partially agree. The choice, I guess, we have. Sometimes it needs. Sometimes, it's choice, I guess. I disagree. The revolution. I probably disagree. You said genetic. I disagree. I probably disagree. Monitoring and self-practice has led to happiness often like Lexington. I disagree. Yeah. Society was better many years ago than it was today. Disagree strongly. Yeah, no, I'm trying to agree with that one. Genetic marketing of food can avoid effects from droughts and floods. I agree. I partially disagree. Disagree. Progress head the right direction. I think I think I agree with that one. We should embrace modern technology rather than avoiding it. I agree. Getting past physical limitations through technology would be benefit to mankind. I strongly agree. Transhumanism. Okay, I need to figure out what that means. Yeah, I don't know really. People are overly worrying about the physical human modifications nowadays. I must agree. Technology that improves mental and physical capabilities shouldn't be used in any political system. I, God, these questions. Disagree. I do not know. I do not know. All principles speak codified into. I agree. I disagree. Courts should reference the other decisions. I disagree. Judges and legislations exist. This decision cannot be made in court. Relevant cases in the past should be referenced. I partially agree. Unusual cases cannot be decided with written law. I partially agree. Disagree. Punishment should be valued more. I disagree. Some criminals. I disagree with that one. That's more capital punishment. I disagree. I strongly agree. A system of equal outcomes should be. A system of equal outcomes should be established. Should be established. I think I agree. People should be treated equally regardless of the group. I strongly agree. Even though equal opportunities can lead to hierarchies will be inevitable. Hierarchies will inevitably be formed in every society at any time. I agree. I agree. I disagree. I disagree. Disagree. I strongly disagree. I agree. I think that's just. I disagree. Race and ethnicity should be unimportant for everyone. I strongly agree with that one. Compromises should be the need of most people. I disagree. Compromising can avoid unnecessary conflict. I agree. Adopting Adopting radical ideas is impossible unless compromises are made. I disagree. I don't know. I thought my thoughts should be as quickly as possible. I disagree. Maybe. My political ideas give me 10 years. I disagree. Disagree. Maybe some people, giving gays and trans people, we have this extreme to some people, but not to me. So yeah, I disagree. Current mainstream society attitudes are problematic. Mainstream ones, I disagree. I think the mainstream ones are getting. I think the mainstream ideas are getting more more inclusive. So I disagree that one, I guess. Status quo. I think I probably disagree with that one. Politics is boring to me. I strongly agree. Now politicians are evil and problematic. I disagree. I probably agree. Daily life, yeah. Politics very important. Not gonna say it's very important, but it's gonna be ignored. I think through a group. Disagree. 10 more to go. 10 or 9, 11. If the current career system is being used, person's I work for life to be separate. Say separate. Yeah, I agree. Being self-sufficient as a person is a positive trait. I think so. Changing the status quo using violent methods is mostly changing the status quo using violent methods is mostly helpful. I agree. Processism is generally understood when present in the government. I don't disagree. I disagree. Idealists are mostly unethical, unrealistic. I disagree. We should not ignore the idealists of the same. We should not ignore ideologies that seem radical as a chance of success. Yeah. We should be more optimistic towards a variety of different ideas. I agree. Eye for an eye, for tooth for a tooth. I disagree. We should judge an accident based on its consequences. I agree. An action should be seen as right or wrong through a set of rules or principles. I agree. Intention is more important than consequences when judging actions. I agree. Yeah. But social democracy. Social democracy supports. Social democracy supports political democracy and advocates a strong welfare and higher taxation approach directly. And it's also democracy. All right. All right. All right. Self conquest. They're here. Oh, here I'm up there. Here I'm over there. I'm in the middle right here a little bit. Here, more progressive. I'm over here on this one. Here. That one, I'm not sure what that means. Punishment. I'm more reputation than I am punishment. Here, I'm more equality. I'm multiculturalism in this one. Over here, it seems I'm more on the top right side. On transitional persistence. On this one, yeah. This one, I'm more moderate and radical. I'm more apolitical than political. There's very little. Over here, I'm more individualism. I'm more peaceful. My idealism, I'm more consequential. Right. Right. Here's my thing. Pause it, you see it better. And I'm over here. So heat maps. All right. Well, that's all the questions. 3 hours to do this. Wow. Like I said, I have all the links in the description below. See where you stand on these things. I don't think most of this was surprised. I think most of this stuff, really, I knew where I was going to stand. I was right, but again, some of the questions I didn't understand completely. So maybe I'm totally wrong, but I think it's pretty accurate for a random internet test. But anyways, thanks for watching again. This Saturday, Jillian will be on my channel to talk about Declaration of Independence, the trifecta of the American documents. But until then, and I think in 2 weeks, 1 week and a half, hopefully we'll be talking about the Guardians of the Galaxies. But until then, never stop learning and enjoy the randomness. I will see you next time.